Namaskar friends. In this video, we will learn about this subject, Basic Electrical Engineering, Unit number 3, Transformer. The major topic is hysteresis curve and magnetic hysteresis. Introduction. The hysteresis curve, that means BH curve, is the characteristic curve of the magnetic properties of a material or element or alloy. It tells you how the material responds to an external magnetic field, and it is critical piece of information when designing magnetic circuits. The hysteresis comes into play when the material has been magnetized. BH curve. You can see this figure. The curve plotted between flux density B and magnetizing force H of a material is called magnetizing or BH curve. The shape of curve is nonlinear. This indicates that relative permeability mu r is equal to flux density B divided by absolute permeability mu naught multiplied by magnetizing force H of a material is not constant but it varies. BH curves are very useful to analyze the magnetic circuit. If value of flux density and dimension of magnetic circuit is known, then from BH curve total ampere turn can be easily known. Magnetic hysteresis. See from this figure. Hysteresis of a magnetic material is a property by virtue of which the flux density B of this material lags behind the magnetizing force H. Hysteresis loop is a 4-quadrant BH graph from where the hysteresis loss, coercive force, and retentivity of magnetic material are obtained. To understand hysteresis loop, we suppose to take a magnetic material to use as a core around which insulated wire is wound. The coils is connected to the supply, that means DC supply, through variable resistor to vary the current as the current is directly proportional to the value of magnetizing force. From this diagram, when supply current is 0, so no existence of flux density and magnetizing force. That means B is equal to 0, H is equal to 0. This is at the origin point O. The corresponding point is O in the graph beside. When current is increased from 0 value to a certain value, magnetizing force and flux density both are set up and increased following the path O to A. Friends, for this explanation, you have to refer this diagram. आप समझते भी जाइए और साथ में ये डायग्राम भी रेफर करते जाइए ताकि बेटर अंडरस्टैंडिंग हो सके. For a certain value of current, flux density becomes maximum, that is the point Bm. The point indicates the magnetic saturation or maximum flux density of this core material. When the value of current is increased from its value of magnetic flux saturation, magnetizing force H is decreased along with decrement of flux density B, not following the previous path, rather following the curve A to B. The point B indicates H is equal to 0 for current I is equal to 0 with a certain value of flux density B. This lagging of flux density B behind magnetizing force H is called hysteresis. The point B explains that after removing of magnetizing force H, magnetism property with little value remains in this magnetic material and it is known as residual magnetism or residual flux density, that is denoted by B suffix small r. If the direction of the current I is reversed, the direction of magnetizing force H also gets reversed. The increment of magnetizing force H in reverse direction following path B to C decreases the value of residual magnetism that gets 0 at point C with certain negative value of H. This negative value of magnetization force H is called coercive force and it is denoted by capital H suffix small c. Now B gets reversed following the path C to D. At point D, again magnetic saturation takes place but in opposite direction with respect to previous case. At point D, flux density B and magnetizing force H get maximum values in reverse direction. If decrease the value of magnetizing force H in this direction, again flux density B decreases following the path D. At point E, magnetization force H gets zero valued, but flux density B is with finite value. The point E stands for residual magnetism of the magnetic core material in opposite direction with respect to previous case. If the direction of magnetization force H again reversed by reversing the current I, then residual magnetism or residual flux density again decreases and gets zero at point F following the path E to F. Again, further increment of magnetizing force H, the value of flux density B increases from 0 to its maximum value or saturation level at point A following path F to A. Now a small comparison between soft magnetic material and hard magnetic material, because the magnetic materials are also classified in these two ways. Soft magnetic materials have low retentivity, low coercivity, small hysteresis loss, and high saturation magnetization. Whereas hard magnetic materials have high retentivity, high coercivity, large hysteresis loop, and high saturation magnetization. You can see the hysteresis loop of both type of material. In a soft magnetic type material, the hysteresis loop is a small shape, and hard magnetic material having large hysteresis loop. Soft magnetic materials are suitable for temporary magnetization, and hard magnetic materials are suitable for permanent magnetization. The examples of soft magnetic materials are soft iron for making electromagnets, used in transformer core, used in motors, used in generators, and used in magnetic amplifiers. The example of hard magnetic materials: steel, alnico, and alcomax are used in making permanent magnets, electric meters, and loudspeakers. Friends, you have any query regarding these topics, you can mail us on bhavin.kanani@darshan.ac.in. For more detail, you can visit our website www.darshan.ac.in. Thank you.